Plant the seeds of victory. Every dollar you donate empowers student athletes both on and off the field. Become a Sawmill Collective member today for as little as $10 a month. Your contribution will directly impact our student athletes' success. Choose your preferred sport and join us in building a stronger SFA athletics program. Visit SawmillCollective.com to learn more. That's SawmillCollective.com. The Sawmill Collective is a certified Texas nonprofit. 100% of donations go directly to student athletes. Just is live with me to 2063. If you prefer shop items, no experience necessary. Plumbers offers on-the-job training, top opportunities, extra day production, and benefits packages for all employees. Apply in person at Pilgrims and Macintosh's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Online at Pilgrims.com. Pilgrims Macintosh's has immediate earnings and instant entertainment.
Lady Jack's Knuckle Center for Supplements. That's why Alcohol is an official partner of SFA Athletics. Limited to the experts. Connecting fans with speeds up to 1 gig and 99.9% reliability. And when you combine optimal internet and mobile, we'll connect you to big savings too. Sign up at optimal.com or your local Optimum store. It's big time. Terms subject to change. Optimal.com.
Lumberjack fans, are you a Texas Farm Bureau member? You're eligible to save all over the One-Star Stadium for the free tickets to SFA athletic events. Just show proof of your Texas Farm Bureau membership at the box office on the day of the game. You receive 2 free tickets to any regular season football, basketball, baseball, or softball home game. For more information, visit TexasFarmBureau.org/sports. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud supporter of SFA athletics. Tickets are available on first-come, first-served basis and are subject to availability, many cancellations, and other unforeseen events. For game day information, visit SFATracks.com.
Agility Insurance Service is the nation's premier FMU for regional and national life, accident, and health insurance companies. With more support than any other FMU, now is the time to become an agent with Agility. Agents are the backbone of your success. So we ensure that you have all the resources you need to be successful. Whether that is a bilingual support specialist or customized and targeted marketing material, we go to great lengths to ensure your success. Visit enrollinsurance.com to learn more. Enrollinsurance.com. Agility Insurance is a proud partner of SFA Athletics.
Discover the charm of the historic Lumberjack National Golf Course. 18-hole course is open to the public daily, and memberships are available. Enjoy our pristine new greens and comfortable state-of-the-art golf course. And if you want to venue, our event spaces will work for any occasion. East Texas golfers have loved this hidden gem since 1926, and today it's proudly run by a family of SFA alumni. Ready for a day of golf for life at Lumberjack National Golf Course.
Okay, the engineer, Earl, has been fired. Earl is out.
The engineer's going now.
So if you have experience as a radio engineer now, apply now. Because you got about 28 minutes left here in this season of the Coaches Radio Show. If you'd like to be the engineer, Matt Vandenberg joins us here now, the baseball coach. Have you ever been a radio engineer?
No, I've not been that.
You've not been a radio, but as we were talking during the break, you have now learned to mow grass.
I have learned to mow some grass, drag some fields, do some stuff like that.
Yeah. So, but you beat Houston Tillotson here today. Off to a good start here in the baseball season. Talk a little bit about. First of all, tell the folks a little bit about you, your background, and how you ended up here.
Yeah, so came here from West Texas A&M, spent 16 years at West Texas A&M University. Before that, I was at Clarendon College for 5 years, 3 as the head coach, 2 as the assistant. Originally from Norman, Oklahoma. I've got a wife, beautiful wife over there, Catherine Vandenberg, and we got 2 little bitty kids, Macy and Maddox as well and stuff.
Okay, so at West Texas A&M, come here to take over the Lumberjacks here, and coming back, you're rejoining the Southern Conference, so some familiar folks, but for the public out there, see, Earl strikes back. So Earl has given us all kinds of problems here tonight, as again, he's been notified of his ultimate demise here this evening. So new engineer, new guy next year doing all this, who knows what happens. But coming in here, rejoining the Southland Conference, in my opinion, and it historically has been the case, baseball has been the best sport in the Southland. There was years ago, whenever ULM was Northeast Louisiana, this used to be a 2, sometimes 3-bid league. Still a chance for 2 bids out of this league if somebody gets hot, especially when Sam was in here a few years ago. But still a tough league to get back into here in the Southland Conference.
Yeah, it's a really tough conference. I mean, really good baseball. I mean, I think it just came out a couple of days ago.
I know what time it is.
The conference, the Southland Conference, was number 5 in RPI. So that's really good. I mean, I think it's the top mid-major conference in the country, so it's great baseball every weekend. Obviously, we started conference this past weekend, and got another big conference series this next weekend. So every weekend's just going to be a grind.
You guys started off, you headed to New Orleans to open up conference play. It seemed like, just the first week of March season was early to head into conference play.
Yeah, it is. I mean, third weekend of the season, we're still trying to figure out our team. We got a lot of new guys this year, so again, you're seeing a lot of different lineups from us. But we were at home this past weekend against New Orleans and lost 2 one-run games and stuff. But thought we played really good baseball, played air-free baseball, did a really good job pitching and everything. Just wasn't able to execute offensively like I thought we were capable of doing. I think we'll get better, and we just got to find out, who the right lineup is every day out there.
3-game series in conference play, and Lumberjacks took the middle game in that one, scored a ton of runs in that ball game, and lose 2, I think 3-2.
Yeah, game 1, we're up 2-1. I think going into the 7th or 8th inning, playing really good baseball. Templeton, who's been our Friday night guy, was throwing a really good game. It's as deep as he's been into a game. He got a little bit tired, walked the leadoff guy there. They came up with a big hit there to tie it up, but then I thought our bullpen did a really good job of minimizing the situation. Obviously lost the lead there, but just wasn't able to capitalize on some mistakes early on and everything. And again, I thought we played really well Friday. It's the type of baseball that we want to be playing. We want to be playing low-scoring, defensive-first type games and with good pitching, and I think our hitting's going to come. Obviously, Saturday was a lot better on the offensive side of things. We got some big hits, some timely hits. We finally got some hits with bases loaded and everything, so that's what we were able to do. We're doing a great job drawing some walks and high on base percentage, all that kind of stuff. We're just not getting the runners in scoring position right now. So once we start hitting a little bit better, I think this team's going to be really good.
Yeah, so that was the case there, and you got midweek game. Actually, you're on the road. You played your midweek game here today against Houston Tillotson, beat them. And then you go on the road this week at Lamar for a 3-game series. But next week, midweek at home, and then a weekend series, so 4 straight at home next week. Hopefully the weather cooperates during spring break.
Yeah, it should be a big week. Really, the next 2 weeks are really big. I mean, Lamar was picked to win the conference to start the year. They dropped 3 opening weekends against a really good UT Rio Grande Valley team. So it's going to be a really tough test for us to go down to Lamar and win a series. But listen, I think that if we play our best baseball and get some timely hitting and pitch it the way we did this past weekend, and the defense the way we did this past weekend, we got a chance to win a series. And ultimately, that would be a huge weekend going on the road. And then obviously get to come back home. We got Abilene Christian next Wednesday. Abilene's a really good team. They've done a great job with their team there, and then back at home the following weekend against Southeastern, and really another really good team. I think they were picked number 2 in the league preseason. So it's going to be a tough 2 weeks for us.
Yeah, so that's what's in store here for this baseball team. Talk a little. If this proves to be successful, you mentioned just getting some timely hitting with people on base, scoring some runs here. If this team's going to be successful and win more than they lose, is it going to be winning ball games 9-8, or is it going to be winning games 3-2?
Ultimately, we want to be winning the low scoring games. We know that to be a championship type team, you've got to be able to beat everybody's Friday night guys. Friday night guys are tough. They're not going to make mistakes. It's got to be low scoring games typically. We know championships are won on the defense and pitching side of things, and I'm an offensive guy. But ultimately, we've got to be able to win those low-scoring games. Now, listen, if we go out and run roll guys and teams, that makes a lot less stressful for me. So I'll take those all day long. But I think ultimately, if we're going to be successful, we've got to keep some teams scoring runs. I don't think we're going to be a team that's going to be able to win a lot of 15 to 14 games.
Yeah, that's the old adage, and good good pitching is going to be good hitting most of the time, and that's certainly the case. So, but it's tough. It's tough to find, enough pitching to have 3 quality guys to start, and then depth in your bullpen. It's tough to find these days, especially working with a lot of workhorse coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. But listen, we've got a good pitching staff this year, and Coach Middleton, I brought him in. He's doing a phenomenal job with our pitching staff. They're pitching it really well right now. Obviously, you always, as a head coach, you always want them to be better and stuff. But we're minimizing the walks. That's the biggest thing for us is compete in the zone. And Coach Middleton's got to compete. Cody Templeton's doing really good. Dylan Mulcahy has been phenomenal as well. And then our bullpen's coming in and getting some big outs when we're able to as well.
All right, again, Lumberjack baseball again on the road this coming week. They will be in Beaumont to take on the Lamar Cardinals. But next week, spring break, everybody's on the road, heading to Daytona, whatnot. Baseball will be at home. They've got Abilene Christian midweek, and in Southeast Louisiana coming up a week from Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a 3-game set. Still games at 6:30 Friday. What time do you guys start for Fridays?
So Fridays will be a 6:05 start. Saturdays 3:00 start, and then Sundays a 1:00 start.
So there's your starting times again for the home series, and that'll be Southeastern Louisiana being next chance. Midweek against Abilene Christian next week. Well,
I appreciate it. It's been great being here.
hopefully, a lot of the times you're going to get, like last week, gorgeous at home, perfect weather, spring break. If you're lucky, it could be just rain. It could be sleet.
It could be. At least, today is a little bit windy. It kind of made me feel at home. I've spent 21 years in the Panhandle of Texas. Sure, 15 to 25 mile an hour is a beautiful day. So.
And when the wind will blow out there, but typically it blows out of the south, which is a good thing. But this wind that's blown the last couple of days, there have been a lot of balls flying out to right field.
Absolutely, there is.
Yeah, so I think so. But good luck to you. Hopefully the weather cooperates next week. Lumberjack baseball will be at home.
Appreciate it.
Welcome
Thank you.
here.
Thank you.
Take a quick time out as we will be joined by Lumberjack head football coach Cody Carthel. Because when you think March, you think football. And we got Coach Carthel to come here and talk a little football coming up a little bit later on. First is quick time out on the Lumberjack Sports Network from Deerfield.